piece that's frozen against the 5 is going in the wrong direction, but the other piece to the right may help.
His ball breaks back from right to left. I'm sure he's thinking about that piece of wood to the far right. I think that's his only shot. He's going to just below the red line. And that's going to send the ball toward the 5-pin. Whether it clips the 5-pin on the way to the 7, well, let's see. No.
Nope.
He elected to go right at the 5-pin.
Picks it for the 10. Right back with another strike.
And that could have just as easily been a triple, too. He threw a good ball when he left the 5-7. Here's a replay of the last strike in the 8th frame for Bob Moran. So box is completed. Mike Morgan is down by 9.
And we'll have to check that piece of wood. Appears to have settled where it is, but he could inhibit the shot on the 2-5 for Mike Morgan, and that's going to be cleared out of there. Dottie Larrick's getting a pretty good workout here during the Tournament of Champions. All brought to you by Tri-State Megabucks.
2-5 left for Mike Morgan. Well, you got to be able to read the greens. And back it comes. Didn't really see that break on that. Keep the ball in play. You never know what's going to happen.
Just missed the head pin. It's an 8 drop, though.
Guess we can put an asterisk next to those 8 pins, though. We'll remember those. 1 and 2 left for Mike Morgan.
That leaves him trailing by 1 in the match.
Light. Whoa! And off the wall for 2 in a row.
That is the 11th mark for Mike Morgan. Bob Moran has 13 already. And he steps up working on a strike in the 8th. You're going to see 2 incredible 2-string totals after this one is over. Both bowlers could be over 300 for 2.
Oh, wow. The goalpost, 7-10. It looked like a pretty good ball, but nothing came close to touching either one of those pins. Well, it's shaping up a little better by the minute.
Well, that little V.
We've got a shot at it now.
Should be aiming for that little V where the 2 pieces of wood come together.
I think you're right. I think he would just like them to be frozen together.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's just like he was shooting at the 5-pin. Going down a little further.
Nope.
And I think being down that low might have sent the second piece of wood in front of the 10. Good bid by Bob Moran. And make it a 9, 127 through 9.
Bob Moran and his wife Carol live in Billerica, Massachusetts. They have 7 children, and right off the top of my head, I believe it's Jeff, Rob, Dave, Mike, Russ, Ed, and Rich.
Good. Good. Amazing.
2-4-6.
Could I read those too? Or? Trying to pinch the 2-pin over into the 6. Got a good shot at it.
Yes, sir.
Nice shot.
Probably would have had it without the wood.
Great shot. Here's the replay. Pinch that 2-pin and right into the 6. 137 and a ball to come.
He's at 305 plus this ball.
That's 2 games, folks, if you just turned in. Stick around. We got another game to go.
Oh,
my.
Thought for sure it would be 315, but he'll have to settle for 314. A 146. 314 for 2. We'll see if that's enough to hold the lead. Because Mike Morgan is working on a honey of a string, as Bob Moran had in the first. Slid by the head pin. Takes a couple of extras, though.
137.
That was on a spare.
He's already at 142.
No. $10, 152.
Needs a mark. Actually needs to take the lead. He'd have to throw a double.
Oh my, and a spread eagle.
Well, he's going to find himself down, but it's going to be within 15 pins anyways, 10 or 15 pins, depending what he gets this final frame.
Well, Bob Moran threw that big spare 9 in the 10th, and that'll be the difference heading into the third and final game. But what bowling we have seen so far. That's a 160 and a 301 for Mike Morgan. Through 2. 314 for Bob Moran, 301 for Mike Morgan. We've got another string to roll. We'll be back. Don't go away. Of course, we have this week and then next week our Tournament of Champions final match, and then we'll be taking a break for the summer as the crew attends bowling camp.
That's right. They got to really sharpen up their skills.
$7 for Mike Morgan. He trails by 13 in the match coming into this third and final game. I hope Dottie Larrick has a lot of new markers over there near the scoreboard, because the way these guys have been coloring in those marks. Back on the head pin, triangle right. 3, 5, 6.
Have a clear shot at that triangle. And yes, we would expect nothing less the way these bowlers are bowling. Spare up in the second for Mike Morgan.
Neither bowler has gone more than 2 boxes in a row without marking.
.615 pins, total pins by both bowlers in 2 games. Wow.
Well, this will be interesting. The 2, 7, and 10 with lots of wood on the deck. What do you think Pat Pay is thinking about right now?
Probably saying, get it out of your systems now, fellas.
The 7 pin stays. Pat Pay will face the survivor of this match next week.
Wants that 10 pin to go. It's not going to happen. 2, 4, and 8 with the 10 pin in the right hand corner.
Nope. This time it's the 10 pin.
Bounced it in front of 10 pin. Went in front, came back across in front a second time before it cleared the 8 pin out of there, but didn't touch the 10. So Mike Morgan has a chance to cut into the lead. "16 pins is the lead, minus this ball.
Right there for 10.
Yes! Strike on spare.
It's a question of if it was going to fall the right way. Certainly a good enough ball for a strike. That is Mike's 6th strike in the match. He had 3 in a row in game 2.
Many times you've seen it, both bowlers, when they push each other, they both bowl even better.
Ooh. Well, that won't cost Mike as much as the last time he did that, because it was on a double strike, on a triple strike actually. This time he can still recover with the second ball.
I'm sure he's disappointed with the 6 fill, but 6 more pins. Bob Moran up for his 3rd and 4th frames.
And look out. Well, if the 5 pin had fallen backwards, which it looked like it was going to, it would have been a strike.
Five and 9. Piece of wood all over the place. Watch out. Up too high. Spare up in the 3rd. Leading by 9. You could increase that lead if he's anything better than 6.
And he slid that one off to the right. He was fortunate to avoid a half Worcester.
Oh,
and he gets 6. But more importantly, he's got a shot at a spare.
1, 2, 7, 10. Piece of wood that's angled so it looks like it will carry the 10. Well,
yes.
Wasn't quite the piece I thought was going to take the 10, but it happened. Spare up in the 4th.
We'll pause, and we will come back for the final 6 boxes of this terrific Stars and Strikes semifinal match in the Tournament of Champions after these messages.